is the Ortur LaserMaster 3 Laser Engraver. Whether you're a creative genius or a new engraver enthusiast, this mid-budget engraver has some exciting stuff to offer. This is what you can create with it. And there's more! Let's start by seeing the specs and then find out why it's so cool. The Ortur packaging box is pretty compact. And in one box you get a super nice and powerful air pump with its cable and an air tube. In the main box, it's super organized. There's a nice instruction manual and a very detailed engraving settings guide, 4 frame parts, and the main rail. The frame is very sturdy to prevent vibrations in the machine. You get a 20-watt laser module, glasses, a power cable, and power supply. There's also some drive belts, a Wi-Fi antenna, a cool mini kit with a TF card and USB converter, and some extra accessories. Getting the machine together is a breeze thanks to the user-friendly manual. It just takes 20 minutes to get the beast ready. And then you have the choice to directly connect your PC or laptop old school style with a USB cable, or futuristic style through Wi-Fi. The USB cable works like any standard engraver. But this time I tried the Wi-Fi connection, and it turned out great. It takes around 10 minutes, and then you never have to think about connectivity again. It's very convenient, no more cable restraints. Now let's dive into the heart of the machine, the laser module. It's made of 4 laser cores, each with 5 watts power, making a total of 20 watts power, and a laser spot of 0.08 millimeters. The laser spot size matters, and with 0.08 millimeters you're going to engrave things even your microscope might miss. That's great for image engravings. Each inch engraved is gonna have 290 rows for breathtaking details. And also, the lower the laser spot, the more concentrated the laser is, which results in more power. When your machine has more power, you also want it to move faster. That's why you need a machine with strong stepper motors and rigidity to handle the higher speeds in the X and Y axes. And the maximum speed this machine can get to is 20,000 millimeters per minute, or 333 millimeters per second. This is what that looks like. At this price range, it's not the fastest machine, but because it has a very strong and stable frame, as well as a double-layer drive belt, the machine is capable of using all its speed to its maximum potential. Whereas other faster machines, they aren't able to utilize their full speed properly. For example, this engraving here was printed at 100% speed and 100% power, and it took around 5 minutes. The machine had 0 backlash, and the image in general looks very accurate. By the way, to help you get a better understanding of the maximum speed and potential of this machine, I'm comparing it with these monsters here. Let's find out which one's gonna be the best. But for now, the LaserMaster 3 has been performing well. I haven't had any disappointments yet. Enough talk, let's see what it can do. I've tried engraving many different materials and performed many test prints to find the optimal settings. Let's take a quick look at the test prints. Ortur has an epic guidebook for their machine, showing exactly what settings you should use depending on the material. Keep in mind that for wood, the type of wood, color, and how you prepare it is going to have a huge impact on the darkness of the engraving result. After finding out the optimal settings, I started to have some fun. Here are some cool engravings. On wood, we have a nice image of Groot. Using grayscale at a speed of 200 millimeters per second, the details are very nice. I'm pretty sure I could adjust the image a little more, and the type of wood will have a big impact on how much contrast you'll see. On aluminum, we have Morgan Freeman. For such a small picture, he actually turned out pretty similar to the expected photo. Here is the expected, and here are the results. When using fill settings, I made a bunch of Marvel characters on wood and at maximum speed. It took around 20 minutes for all of them. Very impressive. There's also this monkey here engraved on stone. A random logo on a leather phone case, and a kitten on a stainless steel plate. So engraving, it's great. But can it cut as smooth as it engraves? The answer is a resounding yes. Up to 1 centimeter thick wood, the machine breezes through the material with zero efforts. Here is a 2mm wood cut into a very detailed heart piece. There's almost no charring and every detail shows. Even when removing it, everything popped out instantly. I tried an experiment with this yin-yang photo, which needed a mix of engraving and cutting on 6mm thick wood, and the results were interesting to see. I even tried engraving clear acrylic with this dolphin, which turned out okay. So engraving and cutting are looking neat. If you're interested in this machine, you can find it in the links below. Now let's dive deeper, and I mean literally. We have a 2 centimeter piece of wood here, let's see how far it can go. At 2 millimeters per second and 8 passes, that's where you see its highest potential. More than that and it's just burning the wood entirely. So this is how much it can cut in total, 1 centimeter. Now it's true this is cherry wood, which is quite thick, but I expected the engraver to get at least 1.5 centimeters. What about backlash at high speeds? Here are 5 circles in different sizes. Let's see how they turn out. If there's backlash, you'll see something like this. No backlash means perfect circles. Nice speed, and it didn't mess up. Let's take them out. Okay, clean cuts, but not symmetrical. The leveling mechanism of the machine isn't bad. You turn this screw around, bring it to the right level with the built-in leveling piece, and you get chopping. I noticed that when you go too high, for example for thicker objects, it's kinda tricky to get it in the right place. Ideally, you want to get this extension kit for the machine if you're planning on cutting thicker or wider objects. But what about safety? Safety first, folks. This engraver's got more backup plans than your smartphone's cloud storage. With an emergency knob, an off switch with a key, a tilt detector, you and everyone around you are in safe hands. Okay, so what's the conclusion on this machine? It has a lot of strong points and only a few down points. It has great accuracy, precision, low backlash. It's easy to assemble and at a medium price range. It has a good air pump, good safety features, nice Wi-Fi, and a cool RGB power button, helping you understand what your machine is doing or what it needs. So if you're confused by something, you just check the color and compare it to the user manual. Now for the downsides. It has limit switches, which is good, but they're manual, and personally I would have hoped to see automatic ones at this price range. The machine price isn't the cheapest 20-watt machine, but it has a lot of extra features that make it worth the difference. The air pump has the weirdest legs I've ever seen. It's not a big deal, just very interesting, maybe to reduce vibration. And the laser can cut 1 to 1.5 centimeter wood, which I would consider average. So there you have it, the Ortur LaserMaster 3 Engraver, your ticket to high quality engravings. Wait, are you still hungry? You want more laser engravers? Subscribe. Don't forget to click on the link for this machine below to get the best machine price. Check these 2 videos out here and enjoy your laser engraving journey.